How y'all doing out there? Thank you for joining me, DooDoo Brown, in Comedic Story Time. And see, I got a couple of people in the audience. Thank you for showing up to the show and everything. I'm guessing I had to get a little comfortable. I gotta tell you what my son did to put me in the doghouse. Had me sleeping in the den for a week with my wife. So I get a call from one of my homeboys who happened to be a police officer talking about, I got your son in the back of my police car and shit. I was like, what are you doing in the back of your police car? He goes, well, he up here stealing these white folks' golf carts and shit. He was like, they wanted to press charges, but since I knew y'all were going to give him a chance, I said, well, bring his ass on home. Just bring him on home. I said, Lily, Markus at it again. He up there stealing them white folks' golf carts and shit now. Police coming to bring him home and not take his ass to juvenile hall. So she a little upset, as usual, because Markus don't know how to act right. So all of a sudden, I see Markus get out the car, and he got handcuffs on. So I'm getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And I'm telling you, I'm really pissed off this time. See, Lily been stopping me from whooping his ass, but this time he got a good ass whooping coming. So I'm looking at the police officer smiling. He my friend and shit. And all my wife is talking about, I know that man. I know him. I went to school with him. I know him. I said, but Lily, calm down. Look at Markus. He got handcuffs on. Ain't this is embarrassing? All our neighbors gonna see. And she keeps saying, but I know that man. I know that man. I remember him. I remember him from school talking about he was gonna be a football player. Look at him here, cop. I'm like, well, goddamn, at least he's a cop. So now, she not even focused on Markus. She got a direct line to Officer Monroe. And I'm saying, Lily, leave Officer Monroe alone. And she just said, you remember me? You remember me in class? Remember how you talking about you gonna be a football player and shit? And I'm thinking, Lily, leave that man alone. I mean, I'm sure you said you want to be a doctor and nurse, but you sitting up here working at the goddamn Cheesecake Factory. Leave that man alone and focus on Markus. So here you go, Officer Monroe laughing at Lily and shit, talking about nice to see you, because I have to admit, Lily did look good and Lily still look good, but I was kind of a little bit pissed off. So he's smiling at my wife like, oh, damn, you sure changed since high school. So I said, okay, release him. Officer Monroe, I'll see you on the basketball court later. But god dang, that mother just looking at my wife and smiling, not realizing she's shading him and shit. So all of a sudden, Markus got this little smile on his face with a little smirk, because he get where Officer Monroe is going. But I'm pissed off now, and I'm looking at him like, you got a lot of nerve to be smiling, because I'm about to whoop your ass. So I couldn't wait to walk in that house. And I look around, and I turn to look at my son's face again, and he got that same smirk on his face. So now I'm getting hot. And I said, go to your room. But he wasn't going to his room, so I'm trying to get to him. But my wife, she in between us, and she telling me, stop, DooDoo. Stop, DooDoo, leave him alone. I'm like, no. He done went up there and embarrassed us, trying to steal them white folks' golf cart. He laughing, got handcuffs on, and all the neighbors could see him. No, he needs a good whooping, Lily. He need a good whooping. So he was like, I saw Officer Monroe trying to flirt with Mom, and when he said that, that sent me to the moon. Now, keep in mind, my wife was between us. He's on the opposite side of my wife. So I'm a kind of big dude, but I held off and tried to sock the mess out of him, and he ducked, and oh Lord, I hit Lily in her doggone eye. Now Lily's screaming, and my son trying to be Billy badass like he about to whoop my ass, and I'm way bigger than him, and all I could think of was saying, Lily, I'm sorry, Lily, I'm sorry. And Lily then turned on me. Now, this supposed to be about my son, but now it's 2 against 1. So Lily turned around talking about, oh, my eye, oh, my eye. Do you know if I call the police right now, you go straight to jail? I'm like, Lily, you know it was an accident. You know I'm sorry. I almost wanted to cry. And she said, Oh no, you're not gonna hit my son the way you hit me in my eye. If you go in there whoop my son like that, I'm calling the police on you. And my son still had that same old smirk. But he didn't know I had news for him. So I just got mad and I just went on in the room and started reading my paper saying how I can get my revenge on my son. But you know what? That was the first time I've been married to my wife for 30 years that I ever hit my wife and never even raised my voice. But I'm going to tell you, that was a little bit of satisfaction to me. Because the lady gets on my doggone nerve, and I don't hit her because I don't believe in hitting women, and I don't yell because I learned that from my daddy. But you don't, every time I saw that doggone eye, I had a big smile on my face, and Lily gonna tell me I ain't sleeping in a room with her until her eye goes down. And I said that's fine with me because that was a great satisfaction, and I didn't care if the eye didn't go down because long as I could see the eye and I hit her in that eye for always taking up for Marcus, that made up for the whole 30 years.
Thanks, Mike.